Hello everyone and welcome to today's installment of Beyond the Mask. Today I'm going to discuss something I've noticed has begun on various media websites. So as we're all very aware, there are whispers, rumours and more about Scream 7 and when we may be getting an announcement. Well, since the banned TikTok livestream the other day, there seems to be a flood of news websites discussing Scream 7, and it's apparent to me personally that these websites are running with the notion that 7 is more or less greenlit, regardless of official confirmation. Without going on too much about that, I wanted to discuss a rather interesting article I found over at MovieWeb. Basically, they have been discussing who they think is likely to return to the Scream franchise in the 7th installment. I'd also like to point out that this article also runs with the assumption that 7 will be the final movie in the franchise. I don't know where these media websites are getting this from, but the article seemingly assumes so, with this statement being passed around on social media and a couple of other news sites also reporting that 7 will be the final movie. So all this aside, today I'd like to do something similar to that article, but put my own spin on it. Today, just for fun, I'd like to discuss who I personally would like to return for the 7th movie, if it is indeed likely to be the last one. So far I only have 5. It's brief, but let me dive straight in. The first character I'd bring back is Sheriff Burke. I know this character wasn't anything major, but as MovieWeb pointed out, it would be unbelievably nostalgic if he returned to join the force once again against Ghostface. I just love the idea that he could also be brought in due to his desire to avenge Dewey's death, so to speak. There could be so much explored there. My fourth is Martha Meeks Martin. She appeared in 3 and 5 and her 2 kids are major parts in the new Legacy sequel era. I think having her involved should be a huge priority next time round. Third for me is Kirby Reed. I know she only just had her moment, but her final discussion with Sam indicated they're not likely to keep in touch unless something is going down, so I definitely make sure she returns to the fold once again, and I thought Hayden Panettiere was amazing in 6. Coming in at number 2, I'm going to say Gale Weathers, and this time give her something to do. You know, it's crazy how little screen time she had in 6 that I want extra from her in 7. I think a whole book writing, cash grabbing aspect should be explored. I felt they reverted her back heavily in Scream 6. I'd like her near-death experience in the last movie to have some impact. We could really explore this character. There's so much potential there. And my number 1 to return is, and I'm sure you may have guessed, Sidney Prescott. I did enjoy Scream 6 without her, but for me, Nev is a huge part of Scream, and her not being involved was still a disappointment to me personally. So I'd love Sidney to return in some capacity, and especially if this is the final movie. So what do you guys think? Why do you think the 7th movie is being assumed to be the final one? And also, which 5 characters would you bring back in 7 if it is the final movie? Share your opinions below. As usual, don't forget to like, share, and be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any Scream news and gossip as it drops. And I'll see you guys in the next video.